Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And for once we're starting a Gundam News episode with some good news for the Reconquista in G fans. With the upcoming release of the 4th movie, we're also getting a limited edition FW Gundam Converge G Self Metallic color version. Now it is sold together with a movie ticket for 4,200 yen, around 40 US, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get it through other means once the movie does get released. The second big announcement then is an announcement from Damashii Nations that they will be doing a live stream on YouTube on the 28th, 7:30 p.m. Japanese time. The broadcast is going to be called Gundam Figures Live, and as you might expect from that title, they'll be giving us information about upcoming releases like Robot Damashii, Metal Robot Damashii, and also metal builds. So next week promises to be quite interesting, or quite deadly for your wallet, depending on how you look at it. Regardless, I'll have the livestream linked down below if you want to go and check it out for yourself. Some new information then that was released this week was for Super Robot Wars 30th. In addition to a bunch of screenshots, which, well, you've already seen from the trailer they released a while back, we also got to see the new original characters and the mechs that they'll be piloting. Now, I'm not sure what to say about the main mobile suit here. I hadn't noticed it before, but the Huckabine 30th is a repaired version of the normal Huckabine. And for some reason, when looking at it from an in-universe perspective, the dude who repaired it decided to name it Huckabine 30th, or Huckabine 30, and thought it was a good idea to add a XXX golden grill on the forehead, making this thing the most pimp mech design I have seen so far. Then the main characters who will have the joy of piloting this machine are Edge and Azu Seinkurausu. Edge is a gruff man who cares a little about things, and even though his background is unknown, it is assumed that he does have a history piloting mechs. I wanted to make a joke here about how, well, since he's a pilot of the Huckabine, that would be a very safe assumption to make, but then I remembered that, well, in anime, people have a tendency to find random mechs hanging around and then pilot them without any previous training whatsoever. Anyways, Azu then is a runaway girl with an equally unknown background. And then on the opposing side, we've got the Gravelin, an extremely powerful and destructive mech that is presumably made with extraterrestrial technology, which this time around is going to be a very safe assumption to make because it is piloted by Carl Leum Vaul, a graceful, self-confident person with an interesting fashion choice. Also, he is interested in the civilization of Earth, which definitely sounds like something an extraterrestrial would say. And then finally, they also confirmed some cameos from other Super Robot Wars series, the SRX piloted by Ryusei Date and the Cybuster piloted by Masaki Ando. On to the stuff we could get this week then. On the 22nd, the high-grade Nightingale was released for 7,700 yen, around 70 US, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It is quite funny to see how the high grade is going to be superior to the RE100 in quite a few important areas. Things like articulation, accessories, and so on. Which then also explains why they are almost the same price. Also on Thursday then, we could get the metal built Gundam Dynames Repair 3, or well, at least you could if you had pre-ordered it way in advance, for 25,300 yen, around 250 bucks. It might be quite expensive, but it more than makes up for that with its enormous arsenal and just how amazing it looks. Then, in addition to that, it's also got some sweet mechanisms like a newly designed crotch area for crouching poses, which is something I always find quite important for an artillery support unit or a sniping unit. However, you want to define the Gundam Dynames Repair 3 because, well, it used to be a sniper machine, but it's definitely got some artillery stuff going on right now. And it just didn't end that day, because the Robot Damashii Gerbera Tetra version anime also hit store shelves. The sticker price is 8,250 yen, and it seems that its biggest selling point is going to be the removable propellant tanks on the Sturm booster. Other than that, it also comes with a beam submachine gun with effect part, 2 beam sabers with effect parts for the thrusters, and a bunch of hands. Then the Gundam base also wanted to join in on the fun on Thursday with their release of the SDCS Gundam Base Limited Gundam Barbs Loops Rex Clear Color version for 1,760 yen, around 15 US. And well, something had to be the worst that day. One day earlier then, Bon Presto's latest prize item was unleashed into arcades across Japan, the SD Gundam Superior Dragon Knight of Light. It's approximately 9 centimeters tall and also comes with a stand, so you can have this dragon flying around on your desk. Then throughout the week, Mobile Suit Ensemble 7.5 started appearing in Japanese gashapon machines. The theme this time around was mobile suits that can change depending on the stuff you attach to them. So for 500 yen a spin, you can get the Gundam Mark II, which can be modified with a G Defensor and turned into the Super Gundam. We've got a normal Gyaradoga and Resonance Gyaradoga, both of which can be turned into the Heavy Arm type with the option set. And this set also includes a commander antenna and another headpiece that I'm fairly certain is to turn the normal Gyaradoga into the Gyaradoga Kai. And then finally, we're also getting a Rigazi, unfortunately without the back weapon system. Now, for anyone wondering what the difference between this Gyaradoga and Rigazi are and the previously released Gyaradoga and Rigazi, well, the ones released this week have markings on them. And then for the Chinese viewers, from Friday until Monday the 26th, 3 limited edition Gunpla will be available in T-Mart. For 385 yuan, there is the Master Grade Strike Freedom Gundam styled after the Vermilion Bird of the South. For 79 yuan, there is the Entry Grade RX-782 Gundam styled after the White Tiger of the West. And again, for 79 yuan, you can get the Entry Grade Strike Gundam styled after the Azure Dragon of the East. And they also confirmed that at a later date, they will be releasing a 4th Gunpla themed after the 4th auspicious beast, the Black Tortoise of the North. And I gotta say, they all do look really nice. The design isn't overkill and goes with the machines quite well. And if Gunpla isn't your thing, for 250 yuan, you can also get the Robot Damashii Site MS Freedom Gundam Special Color Edition. Something completely different you could get this week then was the giant 3.0 update for Gundam Breaker Mobile, which is celebrating its 2nd anniversary on July 31st. And for the occasion, they've of course got a bunch of in-game campaigns running. And then talking about Gundam Breaker, the short anime for Gundam Breaker Battlogue had a promotional video released this week, but as with many things, it is region locked, which does make me worry a little bit about how the distribution of the actual series is going to be. But then in other news, you might be aware that Yoshiyuki Tomino, the creator of Gundam, was born in Odawara. And because of this, Odawara will be the first place to receive these amazing looking Gundam and Zagog manholes. And no, this is not a joke. The Gundam Manhole project is an idea from the Bamco group to revitalize the country and express ties with Gundam fans across generations across Japan. And this won't just be limited to Odawara either. They will be appearing in Inagi City in Tokyo and Tokorozawa City in the Saitama Prefecture. And after this then, there will be a second wave for which the Bamco group is currently still accepting applications from local governments. So it's going to be interesting to see where in Japan we're going to be getting Gundam manholes. And I also wonder, are they all going to be different, or is it just going to be these 2 designs all over the country? Would be nice if they were all different. Then on to the Gundam apparel for this week, and did you ever dream of becoming a comfortable mobile suit? Well then, step right up, because on Wednesday, Bancore started accepting reservations for more stuff in their Mobile Suit Gundam MS Motif project, which will allow you to cosplay either as an RX-782 Gundam, Char Zaku 2, or, if you really want to, a regular Zaku 2. For 3,960 yen, around 35 US, you can get a white Gundam Shield t-shirt or a black Zaku Heathawk t-shirt. Then for 2,420 yen, a little over 20 US, you can get those same designs on a tote bag. For 4,620 yen, around 45 US, you can get Gundam Shard Zaku 2 or regular Zaku 2 slippers. For 4,180 yen, around 40 US, there is a Heathawk and Beam Saber shaped cushion. And then finally, for 2,530 yen, around 25 US, you can get a Gundam Shield, Beam Saber, or Heathawk shaped pouch. The only thing left to do is provide your own sound effects. And then over at the Gundam Café, well, this week there wasn't a lot of new stuff going on that I haven't already covered. On the online store, you can pre-order a box of Char's Zaku mini ramen snacks for 918 yen, and until August 29th, a Gundam pop-up store has been established at the Tokyu Hands in Shinsaibashi, Osaka. And that has been all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.